I want to ask you, were you also confused, when you started watching the episode 6 of Dear Diane? Because I was totally lost. I paused. I looked at Tokan's face. Is that Tokan? I was totally lost. Like, how did we get here? How did we get here? I was confused. I was like, hey, well, okay, let's see. How did we get here? And he's like, we just jumped from somewhere all of a sudden to this particular episode. You know what? Let me first welcome you to the channel. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this review. Let me say that because of copyright issues, I'm not going to be posting or using snippets of the series I'm talking about in this review. We are going to manage their pictures, so bear with me and let's get this review going, shall we? Now, before I even talk about this, the way that this episode started, guys, 12 minutes 23 seconds 12 minutes 23 seconds. Haba. Let me complain about the 14, about the 17, or was it 19? And you give us 12 minutes. 12 minutes. What crime have we committed? Watching this episode, I have more questions. I'm like 12 minutes, and I have a few other questions I'm going to go to like very shortly. But guys, 12 minutes, please. As I said, these episodes have already been cut and then put down already. But 12 minutes, what are we going to expect next? 9 minutes? Haba, do something, huh? You can combine 2 episodes and we'll watch it. We beg you. So from the episode 5, I was hoping that this episode 6 will begin, with Diane professing her love to Tokan. And then I was so much interested in hearing what Tokan would say, what he would say, what his first reaction would be. I was very much interested in how that conversation was going to go. But they stopped me of that. I did not get that with this episode 6 and how it started. Haba, too much of a jump, honestly. Give us something small, something, the emotional conversation to munch on. But you just take us to episode 6, and episode 6 started, hey, someone will say with a bang. What's this? Okay, so I feel like with Diane, imagine Diane being in Tokan's room. I feel like she shouldn't have been there, because what Diane was saying on the phone was not what the imagined Diane was doing in the room. Remember? I'm taking my bra off and she was not wearing bra and she was doing her own thing. So it could have just been without imagined Diane in Tokan's room, and we would have still gotten the message because Diane was on the phone and we could hear her. So we could have, that scene could have worked also without, I think better actually, without Diane being in the picture, because what she was doing was not what the original Diane on the phone was telling Tokan. Ibab. Now, Tokan decides to do something beautiful for Miss Diane and organize something beautiful for her, took her out, in fact, in-house spa. Are they banned from going outside or something? Because everything is in-house. I get the idea. The series started with that. But even with the series progressing, we are not seeing anybody going out, going anywhere. Or the idea is for them to film everything in-house. So everything is going to happen in-house. Is that the idea? I think at this point, a little, refreshing scenes would help. But let's see how it unfolds. So Tokan sends the cousin over a whole makeover for the young lady so they can have, dinner and just have a virtual dinner, a virtual date. Now, this virtual date brings me to my next question. Now, I want to know what illness Tokan is suffering from. Is it one that he's not supposed to be exposed to the environment? Because before Dan came to Diane's place, I was thinking that maybe they're in different states. But when Dan came to Diane's place, I realized that they're in the same state, so one can move to the other. What sickness is Tokan suffering from? Now I want to know. What illness is this young man suffering from? Now I want to know. I'm interested. I don't think it has been mentioned. If it has, I missed it. So please help me and leave that in the comment section. But if not, I want to know what he's suffering from. That is preventing him from what? Going outside, right? That's a fair question. So they get this beautiful dinner going. Diane Tokan decorates Diane's room beautifully with balloons, with flowers, with just having beautiful conversation. Diane is like, Masa, I like this thing that we have, so please don't die on me, live for me. And the other guy's like, okay, I'll try, I'll do my best. And I think it was beautiful, having this conversation. And in fact, Tokan was like, I was afraid, I didn't want to accept this because I was afraid that I may die. But then I just feel like it's important to love and be loved. And so I'm just deciding to give this a chance. Okay, so he finally came out as to why he was kind of being a bit reluctant to dating Diane. As we're having the dinner, this young man passes out. Now, love, we go kill Tokan. You remember when he passed out in, I think, episode 4, because the lab was choking him. This one to the lab is now, this is the sweet lab that is also choking him. But I think that Diane should ready herself and prepare herself for more of Tukan passing out, because at every little point this guy passes out. So I think she should prepare herself, ready herself, make her prepare herself mentally and physically, because if this guy is going to pass out every single time, or kind of consistently, she would need to be ready for whatever that may come up. Not that she will freak out and be screaming. And Dan didn't allow her follow him to their place, perhaps because their parents don't know her. So she being there might be a little too much, and it could be more of like an invasion of privacy in their home. So I understood that Dan didn't allow her to follow him. But then let's see. This may be my like shortest review yet, because people gave me 12 minutes. 12 minutes. How long can I talk for? But let's see. I think Diane should just ready herself for whatever may come in the future. Let's see how the next episode will unfold. What do you think is going to happen in the next episode? Of course, Tokan, don't die on us. So it's not time yet. Wait, you have to catch your mom and your cousin, or yeah, whatever. So yeah, let's see how it unfolds. Let me know, what did you make of this episode? Were you shocked at the way it started, just as I was? And what do you think is going to happen in the next episode? Leave your comments in the comment section and let's continue the conversation there. Thank you so much for watching this review. My name is Beverly. Do well to like this video, subscribe, part of the family, and I'll see you again next time. Until then, do take care and bye from me. Bye.